This is problem number 7 from section 2.1. It says in 1994, the life expectancy of males in a certain country was 66.6 years. In 1999, it was 70.3 years. Let E represent the life expectancy in year T, and let T represent the number of years since 1994. So here's some important things to distinguish here. T is going to be the number of years since 1994. So in 1994, T would be 0, 1995, T is 1, 1996, T is 2, so on and so forth. And E is the life expectancy in that year. So life expectancy being like your 66.6 years or your 70.3 years, so on and so forth. So let's write this as two coordinates because we really have two coordinates here. So 1994, and remember T is going to represent, so we're going to write coordinates that is going to be like T and E, right? We're going to use T as our time and E as our life expectancy. So let's write the two coordinates. Our time for our T for the first coordinate is in 1994, the life expectancy of males in a certain country was 66.6 years. So that means T, because it's 1994, means that is 0 because that's the number of years after 1994. So 0 years. And our E would be 66.6. Okay. And then in 1999, it was 70.3 years. So that means 1999 is 3 years after 1994. Or, sorry, that's 5. Sorry, 5 years after 1994. And we have 70.3 there. Okay, so now that we have our two coordinates, remember this is standing for T, years after 1994, we can find the slope for this equation. That's what we want to find first. So let's go ahead and find the slope. And we can do that by saying this is x1, y1, x2, y2, and do 70.3, we'll say m equals, minus 66.6 over 5 minus 0. And then we can throw that in the calculator and do 70.3 minus 66.6, 3.7 divided by 5, and we get 0.74. Now they do say they want us to, in this problem, round to the nearest tenth, so keep that in mind. So I get 0.74 for my slope, but when I answer this, I'm going to write this as 0.7 because that's what they ask us to round to, is to the nearest tenth, 0.7. So my slope's 0.74, but I'm rounding to 0.7 because of that. So then, what's the y-intercept? Because this is the equation, right? The expectancy, life expectancy equals mx, so I'll put that out there. This is technically slope-intercept form, right? mx plus b, so this is the y-intercept. Well, they give us the y-intercept because this is the number of years after 1994. Well, if we have a coordinate that starts with 1994, that's actually on the y-axis. So this 66.6 is what we get for our y-intercept. And finally, they say use the function to predict the life expectancy of males in 2008. So they want us to plug in, they say E of 14. They want us to plug in 14 and figure out the answer. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to say E14. First of all, we can say E of T equals 0.7T plus 66.6. So E of 14 would be 0.7 times 14 plus 66.6. So we'll bring back out the calculator and we'll say 0.7 times 14 plus 66.6. So life expectancy in 2008 is 76.4. So in 2008, the life expectancy is 76.4 years of age. All right, and that's the solution to the problem.